Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Las Vegas, Nevada map. We're playing as a green player out of the 5th position. And the reason we are playing Las Vegas today in lieu of normal Meta Monday maps, you know, your Spaceport Sigmas, your Europe Advances, your Among Us airship maps, etc. We're playing Las Vegas because last week we covered the Europe Advanced map on our tier list Tuesday, and Las Vegas, which was number one, top of S tier on our list, had been dethroned by Europe Advanced finally. It was only a matter of time that happened, and I very much like the Las Vegas map still. I think I think I enjoy the Las Vegas map more than I do Europe Advance on average, I guess, is what I'm looking for there. Purple's going to go right here. Almost get me. Ooh, I don't like that. This spot is worse in my opinion. I think he should have gone this one. It defends the full bonus, but I'm going to go over here. We're going to have a cluster of caps on the left-hand side. Red may very well cap right next to me, but I have bonus play on the left that he doesn't have, which is why I do this. And I can still defend myself. If he doesn't go on the fight, then great. I can play for the bonus in the middle here. But I chose this capital for the purpose of playing for the Spring Valley bonus, honestly, and not the strip bonus. But basically, I like this map a lot. And I was a little bit sad that it got dethroned by the whatchamacallit map, Europe Advanced. And so as our condolences towards this map, we're visiting it here today. Europe Advance is just so an incredibly well-made map. There's a reason it's so popular amongst players, why everybody enjoys playing it, etc. And so, because of that, I think it was important to reward it with that highest spot on the tier list. However, with that said, it doesn't mean I don't enjoy other maps more. So there's a good chance when we cover Canada Advanced in the coming weeks on Tier List Tuesday that it doesn't supersede the Europe Advanced map. But many of you know that I do prefer that map over Europe Advanced in terms of fun and what I think is an interesting map and in my own personal opinion versus the Tier List Tuesday videos, which are more my personal opinion combined with the general consensus of players. And obviously some of the maps I cover are ones that a lot of you have never even played before. And so those ones I have to tend to be a little bit more objective in terms of how the board plays. As pink moves this in front of me, I don't love that. I know that yellow's likely going to cream through this area. Yellow may actually not even take this bonus yet. Yeah, he's going to play this slow, fortify this stuff in. Yeah, he attacked into here, take as much. And I'm going to play this similarly. I'm probably going to attack with my 3. If purple doesn't... Purple, I think, is probably going to try to double bonus on this next one. We actually might see all of his troops, right? So he should have 23 troops visible with the capital choice. Got 3 here, 6, 8, 10... This is an additional 6, so that's up to 16. And then an additional 5 here. So he's missing 2 troops somewhere else that we don't see. So we see almost all of Purple's existence. White is going to try to play for the +7 Las Vegas bonus with the triple blizzard in the middle of the board. Plus an additional, actually, 4 of the 5 blizzards are up in this top left bonus. Yeah, okay. He is going to play for this. So I'm going to have to try to take maybe a card off of one of my 2s. I think Purple's going to get greedy here, and I think it's going to work in their favor. He's going to try to roll a 4-on-2 here, easy 4-on-1 there, and then probably actually he's going to roll a 4-on-2 this way. I wouldn't do that. I would leave this here. I think he attacks with the 6 cap as well, right? So that could leave him susceptible. Hopefully, whoever's on this territory over here in Las Vegas base sees that. I'm not going to try to take his cap. I've got yellow directly bordering me. It's far too dangerous for me. He doesn't take this. So, and he fortifies in. I don't want to have to... Actually, I'm going to roll this to the right because I don't want to hit in here and lose this material. So, we will roll this 3-on-1 to the right. We got a bit of white. We actually lose that there. Don't have a fortify yet anywhere. But we're just going to chill until red moves this out. And maybe I can take this bonus on the next turn. I think that this is a mix of yellow trying to move this out. Looks like red is going to... Oh. Is he capped? Oh. I did not like that play, especially not the initial hit on purple there. That was purple's remaining territory. So I may have misjudged the troops. If that was a 3... Oh, no, I saw that. That was one I counted for. Pink placing troops in here makes me nervous. I don't like this. Red didn't roll this 6 out either. Does this fortify out? No. I thought he was going to attack with this. He ended up attacking elsewhere. So I don't know where pink is. I get why red didn't move this. Slow me down. Make me hit it, whatever. 10 troops over here, though. Immediately lost 4 and then lost 1 on me. Like, not a great maneuver from red over there on the right-hand side. Yellow might be taking this paradise bonus if red moved the material we saw here off in UNLV. He actually fortifies... that was a smart play by yellow. He just was able to fortify 6 more troops back. So I think he played off that other 3 that we saw in here. But Las Vegas is interesting, and I think the blizzards that we have here, especially this middle blizzard configuration here, definitely makes this a little bit more dangerous for us in terms of a card block opportunity, because yellow is in a slightly more favorable spot in regards to the card block. It is still a 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right-hand side here. Maybe can extend it to a 1, 2, 3. I know it's still 4. Anyway, you chalk it up on the right-hand side here. It's 4 on the right, and then it's going to end up being 3 on the left here. Or you could eventually get a card block to 2 point here. 1, 2 here. I don't know what purple's doing. He did hold the bonus. For some reason, he's not taking this here. I'm going to hit this towards cap. I probably should have hit this towards cap, but I'm not going to let pink hold this next to me. Who did I knock out of there? I hit pink, so I'm not. If pink tries to go for this bonus, I'm not going to let him hold it. He probably. I'm wondering if he's capped on Meadows or Rock Springs here, or Rock Springs Vista here, which will be tough. But this map is interesting normally without these triple blizzard in the middle, which is bizarre. Most of the time, this map is actually it has some difficult card blocks. The bonuses are important. It's kind of everything that I'm looking for in a caps map, progressive capitals map, where I want the card blocks to actually take some like skill to set up a lot, maybe even a couple turns in advance that you have to start prepping to place that in your smaller games here. Now, yellow does have this +3 on our right in Paradise. Pink still does not move this 4 off, so that is a little bit unfortunate. And red's not moving this 6 out of the way, and now he almost certainly won't because he doesn't want to hit into yellow's bonus. I'm interested to see, because you see purple is still not very well defending their capital. He didn't have to hit that. That's actually a little bit annoying that he hit my 2. I was hoping to get that back to cap. Nobody's freeing me up over here. This is a weird display. Everybody except yellow is playing this game very weirdly. Where purple's not finishing this bonus, that there's no reason not to finish this, in my opinion. You don't close your cap off. Your cap can't hit this yellow territory anyway. So purple's not finishing this bonus. Red and pink aren't using the material that they already have existing to take their cards. They seemingly are placing and taking cards in other spots. White has been having a very susceptible cap over here. He hasn't been playing a particularly powerful game. And again, his material's not moving anywhere. Purple's not really defending it. Not only is he not finishing this bonus, he's not defending his cap. So I do think that, unfortunately, the yellow player, now purple's finally going to take this bonus. I think it's unfortunate, but the yellow player, I believe, is going to be my strongest competition, and he's my direct neighbor. And I don't feel like I'm in a good spot here. I don't want to risk with how strong he is already. I do not want to risk a roll on the pink player's material here. So I'm going to hit... Does he hit me here? He did not need to do that. He's trying to take... This is actually a bad play hitting me here, I think. I think if you leave the 2 troops there, you're better off. Because by hitting me here, you close off your capital, and I don't believe he's open anywhere else on the board. Now, we still can't roll our 3 out here without placing extra troops there. So I'm actually going to hit up this way. Maybe this is pink's cap here. It is not. It is just exclusively white. So I don't have this bonus yet. But I'm hoping that this like encourages Pink to get this crap out of here, because he actually added troops here. Fortified away, added a troop here, and then has not moved it, right? He's got the 5 up here that he's not doing anything with. I can't imagine he's got the world's strongest cap here with no bonus. I don't know where he's capped. I don't believe anywhere relevant. You know, could have been down in the bottom over here. Most likely in the middle of this bonus. I think both Pink and Red are in the middle of the Henderson bonus, if I had to guess. There was one territory I believe I couldn't see over here in the Lake Mead bonus. I don't think Yellow wants to intimidate people. I don't think he's going to take the second bonus yet. Trying to finish up my Coke Zero. Not sponsored, but if Coke ever wants to sponsor me, man. The zero sugar, the zero sugar is arguably, it's 100% better than Diet Coke. I will die on that hill. It's arguably better than regular Coke. I say that arguably because it probably isn't. There's a little bit more tang in a regular Coke, but the zero sugar is not bad. Anyway, is White gonna hit? He's gonna hit through Yellow here. Yeah, so I won't be surprised if he even knocks Yellow out of here. Now I can actually play off the 3 here. He's not gonna be able to hit Pink though. Pink is just refusing to move stuff off. Yellow sees my whole count here, so I don't feel comfortable trying to hit that yet. Red won't roll this off. I would again go for this bonus too. Now, Purple's getting double cap here. Not defending his stuff very well. He's going to go for this bonus up here now. He actually trades early. I think that's a bad play by Purple unless you're able to bonus this into so many extra territories that you end up getting elimination off of it. I don't agree with an early trade in from the 4th position. It makes the trades of the 3 players ahead of you better. And that pathing is also bad. I don't think Purple's very good despite the number of troops he's getting per turn. The kickback there with a weird split, I would play off your 5. If your goal is to take this bonus, which is pretty clear that it is, play off the 5 here, hit the 5 up, use the 11 to complete the rest of this. I'm going to roll off my 3 there. It's imperative that I defend my capital. And that is just silly. That is a really, really silly situation there. And Pink is not moving this off, man. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, there's not much incentive, too. I'm going to hit this 4 when the time comes. I didn't want to have to hit this because I didn't want to close my cap off. I wanted to take the +4, leave the +3 strip open, especially since Red's not rolling the 6 off. Oh, interesting. Since I capped next to the spot he wanted, he finally rolled something that wasn't... Oh, he's holding the Lake Mead +4. Interesting. I'm surprised Red was allowed to do that. And what? They're letting Pink hold the Henderson bonus? And he trades early. He's going to take White's cap here. Nope. He's not going to take White's cap. Poor White, man. Poor guy. Yellow's going to finish his bonus here, but I really don't... Ooh, that's bad dice. No, he's not. He's just going to hit Purple. I still need to keep myself super defended because I can't risk. I may need to even consider setting early. I don't want to, but... Because he's up to it. He's up to the 8 trade. Minimum. He shouldn't hit me. Hit the dude that just sacked. Yeah, there you go. I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's going to hold this, too. Now, the problem is he doesn't have a whole lot here. Yeah, fortify that to cap. I mean, Pink just rolled 23 troops into him. Purple is already set. Red will trade after me. Maybe we can get Red to trade early. I don't know, but you got to add a troop here. If you roll a 5 on 2, not a 100% roll, probably still win it off of whatever you take out, but yeah, there you go. So Purple's going to pick up his 3rd bonus. Pink was the only player being aggressive. I don't know why. Red should hit Pink on this next turn. I don't know why you'd let this player hold this. I actually don't know how he got the +7 down here, like just logistically. So they haven't been rolling out the stuff up here that I've been looking at. It's because they've been both taking bonuses bottom right. I've been slow to play this because of how strong yellow is next to me, where I'm trying to play reserved and I'm trying to play for my cards to not trade in early. I'm not trying to be overzealous here. I don't think yellow, he'll get 8 plus 10, 18, 54 on 29. He might try to roll me. Red's going to add up here and hit me, which is right next to purple. I'm surprised purple wouldn't stretch the bounds of this bonus. White's going to start his next turn, also likely with 12 or 13 troops. Yeah, red knocks me out of there. I think that's a mistake because that was the one spot I was hidden from yellow. Red knows yellow sees me. Red's not happy with me because I capped in this bonus. He was going to cap on this, the 5 or 6 or whatever he had there. Actually, he had a 5 here. He added a troop to it at some point. So that's a little annoying. As long as I don't get rolled here, we'll be chill. And I don't see yellow as a very aggressive player. So we'll trade in. We'll take pink out of here. Gonna add 17, really? I don't even have the bonus. Interesting. Hit up into me here. I don't even have this bonus. He should know I don't have that bonus. And yet, I don't think playing bad neighbor here is a good idea for yellow. Obviously, he's much stronger than me. I'm going to make up some ground here with the trade-in where I'll get the 12. He got the 8. It's 4 extra troops. And then I'll get as long as they trade in order, which I don't think they're going to do, I would get what? This would be, wrap around 25, 30, 35, 40. I'll get 15 more troops per turn than him. Or not per turn, but per every 3 turns with the trade-ins. Now, white did hold, right? Yeah, he did. So he's going to the right now, as far as I can tell. I don't think he's going to push it much beyond what he's already got. So I've been playing this maybe a little bit more passively than I'd like. I didn't shape up in a way that I wanted to early here. I thought that these guys would roll their stuff out, and then by the time they either did or didn't, they mostly have not, yellow is so strong next to me that I don't want to risk troop losses on these spots. Now, I don't think yellow wants to close his cap off to the left, which I totally understand. You still have the pathing up around the red territories here. And he's got the pathing through pink on the bottom. So I get why he wouldn't want to break pink. I could see him breaking pink off Sunset Park into Whitney Ranch. I'm interested to see if purple pushes for the bonus here. I mean, at the end of the day, like, pink tried to wail on white's cap and failed, and then didn't try to continue going down that avenue. We trade. I go 4 here. I'm going to take this bonus now. I'm going to leave that 3 there. If he really desperately wants to break me that badly, he can. And that territory looks at red, unfortunately, so I won't be surprised to see if the red player breaks me here off of the 4. The problem is, so actually the benefit I had, he should continue playing off of this 4. Did he break pink on that last turn? He did. So he broke pink on the last turn. That would explain more why yellow didn't hit him, because I knew he didn't play off the 4 here. So him breaking pink makes a lot more sense, because red, I guess red is capped probably on Hoover Dam back here, because I believe I could see all of the other territories. I think I had River Mountain, which sees these 3. And then I had hit, I think I hit East Nellis Air Force Base that could see Colorado River. I thought. Maybe I'm misremembering. He probably breaks me and not white, right? That's which, again, the rich get richer with how big yellow is here. And I think because, yeah, pink does not have the bonus back, but I think red's going to get hit here. That's so frustrating, man. Could have hit white. Could have rolled into yellow over here. I should have just removed him. And now I have to, and it's going to... Do I have a trade? I don't have a trade in, though. I think yellow is going to kill me. Sooner rather than later, but I don't have a set, so there's not much I can do. Oh, he got broken. Pink broke him. I don't know why pink broke him, but that is really good for me because it means pink isn't break. It means yellow might focus on somebody else. He's been sitting on my border this whole time. I'm gonna not. He actually just took pink's cap. Pink traded in to do that too, so this is actually probably not a great play for yellow. This is likely going to keep me alive much longer than I deserve. He'll be on a set soon. Yeah, he's got a split there, so he won't be focused on killing me. That's really good. Purple broke white, so stuff is happening. Red breaks me. Pink breaks yellow, which leads to pink losing his own cap. He's since botted out. I don't know how many. The fact that yellow was able to take this and split pretty evenly between capitals makes me think that pink had a bunch of troops off cap. So I'm not interested in. And white's retaliating into purple. This is good. So purple and white in a battle. I don't know. He might have just retaken there. I was going to say purple and white in a battle. And then red. Well, red was breaking me. But now with pink botted, that's not as good. I do think yellow is the strongest player in the game. Just from the game that I've seen them play. You know, take the little chippy break here. Because you don't want to close your cap off. Maybe he knows I don't have this bonus. Either way. Like, it's ever so slightly minorly annoying. But that's okay. I'm not super worried about it. I almost wish this 3 got open. I'm going to knock red out of here. I'm going to close my cap off, which I don't normally want to do. But with how much of a pain in the butt this guy has been on some of these recent turns, you know, not moving the stuff out of here. This is purple going really, really aggressively into white. I think this is a bad play by purple. And the reason I don't think this is a good play by purple, again, can't see everything. So I'm assuming if he is going hard into white, I think it's a bad play because white is likely to hit that trade before you. You've already had pink set in early. There's a good chance somebody else sets in early. I just think it's a lot of risk associated with that. And he is right there, which likely means I should be okay. We're going to knock. I'm just going to take red clean out of here. And we're probably going to get broken by the pink bot because yellow did not kill it. He didn't knock it out of the bonus that he had here. There's a chance red goes for the pink kill, which would trade him ahead of me, which I would not mind. I've got double bonus over here, but there's no shot that pink doesn't break me. Unless, maybe it's a bonus taker. Maybe I get lucky enough that this is a bonus taker, but I think it's almost certain that this is going to break me. But at least maybe I've got the chance of holding the 4. I can start holding some territory, getting a little bit larger, and then I can put pressure, because with the combination of these 2 caps is much more difficult to card block if I was ever able to take this from yellow, and he is going to have to defend double capital. It does not break me. That is super special. Very glad that didn't happen. I think yellow takes the elimination here. If he doesn't, there's some value in taking it ourselves, but again, I don't know the extent of the bot over there on the right-hand side. And he doesn't go for it. He's got better vision than I do. I think attacking into Sunset Park, again, I'm not going to have an opening here. I think attacking into Sunset Park is going to be our best value in terms of seeing what the extent of pink looks like over here. I believe with how he had, he had about 55 plus troops on cap over here. Yeah, and this is what I saw. I knew was going to come from white. White has had enough of this purple player. He had enough of the pink player earlier. He wants vengeance. He's going to break everything in purples. He should. If he doesn't break everything in purples, purple's just going to trade in and hit him. I don't have a trade on 4, so there's not much I can do here. But essentially, scope out what I've got here, because yellow split, like, from what I believe, evenly between both capitals. And because he split likely evenly between both capitals, means he didn't have to hit much on cap, which means there are probably a lot of troops off cap, because I doubt pink made the same mistake as he made before about slamming. And if purple doesn't have a trade here, I am not opened up to take that elimination. White took the capital. He is going to retaliate now. Now, mind you, a really important factor about this is that white took the capital without his cap troops. He took it with a separate stack. We saw a 32 stack here on Rock Springs Vista go over to the right and up. I won't be surprised to see purple take their cap back, but purple, again, we saw earlier, was not well defending their capital. I also think a better capital would have been the Upper Whitney cap, because again, it defends that whole bonus from a central spot. You know, you play Upper Whitney, you got Central Whitney, Frenchman Range, and Rainbow Gardens covered. You also can cover El Dorado, with only Las Vegas North, the part of your section that doesn't directly contact your cap. And then you've got open territories into somebody else's bonus in Lake Las Vegas and Pittman, where you don't have to add, or you don't have to take those territories, right? Unless you're intending on going aggressive. This is good for us. We're going to hit yellow here because we know he doesn't have this bonus. We have extra troops here. We shouldn't be able to get rolled. We got a 1 here. Yellow probably kills pink here, and maybe that's the snowball that he needs into me. But again, I didn't have a trade in. If he doesn't kill pink and red doesn't kill pink, we will kill pink because there's no reason at this point with how high the trades are to not go for a bot that's off cap like that and try to take that elimination. Now, white and purple still playing the game. Pink still botted. Yellow is still here. Red is still here. And we've been having some interesting play-by-play here. The bot, again, will not have a trade. I'd love to get some vision here. That does break me, so that opens me up. That's kind of what we wanted. It's not going to roll the 2-on-1 into me here and actually fails that, so it just opens me up cleanly. I doubt yellow messes up this pathing, but maybe he does. He will be trading in here. The trade's for 35. He's getting 7. Doubt he rolls a 72 on 49. I think he's just going to straight up take the elim. He's not doubled back on me here. Well played. There's a chance that it broke in. Did red lose his bonus, though? Red did not lose his bonus. So I was going to say there's a chance it broke into red and he paths this wrong and maybe fails it. But I don't think this player's bad enough for that. I think the yellow player is a pretty skilled player. That's an elimination. Let's just set him in right away. I imagine that was pretty cheap. There's a chance he could snowball this into red or into purple or into white. None of those kills, the purple and white kills will not set him in, though. The issue with purple and white doing what it's only 15. Brings it all back, right? Split. Everything comes back. 64. Okay, so he did lose some material there. He lost about 20 troops off of his main stack for whatever he had to hit. But that's a very, very good play by yellow. He's going to be very difficult to defeat here. Unless my opponents start feeding something. Which they might, right? I need to see what purple gets here, because I think going off of my own cap, if purple's down with no bonuses here, he let him hold. I don't like that he let him hold. I think I take this here. Do I bank on a trade on 3 to chain them both together? Or do I think one of them will have a trade on 3? Because I think that one of them is going to kill the other. Whichever one trades first, I think is going to get the elimination on the other. And I think purple's been playing too aggressively here. Into the white player. I have the benefit of going after them. I want to see what purple's getting. The fact that he didn't get broken in here makes me think that the cap didn't get rolled into. It's a tough decision, because if I am able to get both of their eliminations, I'll get like 100 troops off of it. But I'm not confident that's the case. What am I worth? 103? I'm going to take a card. We're going to let them. I'm not going to take the bonus. We're just going to take a card. I'm going to get stacked up here. Maybe a trade on 3 would be exactly what I need. I don't think we have it. We do not. But if we see, like, if white trades and doesn't get the kill and purple doesn't have a trade, then we'll have the elimination lined up right for us there. Now, red going into yellow would be great, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yellow is getting 19 because for some reason he's holding all of the Henderson bonus, which we maybe did not account for. Also, some pathing into white, like white on 4 cards would not be bad. He doesn't break me. He just hits. I'm surprised that he put all of it there. That is the one knock against yellow's game. I've seen him put his full generation in on edges here. Although if he leaves some of it here, it means it's likely a planned card block. Although I don't think you're in a position to do that. I'm surprised. Okay, he does fortify everything over. I don't really understand that allocation. If white doesn't set here, but retaliates fully, that might be just what we need. He's not... Yeah, okay, here he goes. 1, 2, 3. Because at this point, I'm eyeing both of these kills because these two have been... Ooh, he did not break there. Or at least not effectively. Or maybe he didn't retake. Purple set. This is what I was hoping for. I think purple goes for and fails this kill. I'm going to have to loop through him to get to it. We know yellow has all of this. We know red has all of this. We know purple has all of this. So white is confined to the area above at the top of the map. I don't love his cap spot, but picking up 4 cards, especially if purple rolls this capital, would not be a bad thing. And we saw him get slammed earlier. He did have a couple turns with the 12 generation. I can't imagine he's very strong, especially because he hit purple's capital. I'm going to go for it here. Shoot. 22. Is there a wraparound option here? Screw it. He did take the cap. I'm glad I went for it. I'm so glad I went for that when I did. I don't want these caps of purples. I'd rather have purple come break me and give me his kill. I don't want them when he's got, like, nothing. I think UNLV is somewhere. Yeah, okay, that's here. I could take it, but I risk feeding him. Do I want him on 2 cards? I don't... No. I'm not going to take it. I just don't... I don't want that cap. I don't think it's very good for me right now. There's even a chance red loops over here and tries to open me up. No, okay. Like, purple's only going to get 7 troops on this next turn, and maybe we get yellow curious enough to come check his caps. Yeah, see, he's going to step in here. Or does he just step to the side? No, okay. I'm on 5. Red's on 4. Yellow doesn't give me a good opening, but purple might. If purple gives me an opening to go kill red, that could be good. I don't really want the opening to eliminate him. This actually, if he gives this to me for free, that's even better. Like, if he comes and loops through everything over here and gives me that for no cost, that is the best case scenario. I think red kills him for 2, maybe. You know, if he comes, takes all of his bonuses back, he's going to have nothing to defend this capital with. I may as well just take it this time. Does that land here? Yeah, he gives it. Okay, sick. Like, I waited patiently. That white kill was so unbelievably profitable. Man, that just sets me back into a decent spot here. I mean, I'm just going to take it outright. And if purple comes and breaks me, he opens this up. Any of these 3 territories he hits here, he opens the cap. So I don't need to remain open right now. I don't need to go hit him. I'm going to pull this away. I'm not worried about the 135 even with yellow's trade-in because he's just going to match. I started that turn with 14, and we picked up a separate cap for free. And I have a trade on 3. So I've got a chance at bonusing off of purple's position. Red has been playing the back half of this game much better than I think they played the first. Although, what is yellow getting now? Is he still getting a 16? He's going to hit up into me here. That opens my cat. He's going to kill purple. Or is he going to go for red? Hitting me still. He's going for red. No, all right, he rolled purple's cap off of that. So he removed me over there, rolls purple. He does not trade off of this. So he just fed me the purple kill for free. He actually just straight up fed me the purple kill for free. Oh my god, he didn't defend this. What? What? Why not? Buddy. I mean, there's no reason not to take this. Try the 2-on-1. I actually won the 2-on-1, but over here. I mean, I guess positionally that's fine. Maybe he thought I was a big threat over here. I'm going to trade off of this elimination. I'm going to go over with my 147 because I don't want to fail this. Let's just low roll this. He just left it all over there. Can I kill? I think I can kill red here. I think I will have enough juice to eliminate the red player. He hasn't set in a while. What? There's no way he's got 85 troops off cap here. I need to hit the big stack first. I don't know that I'll have enough juice after the cap to hit this. I will trade off of him. Purple, I mean, yellow just fed me the game by rolling that purple cap. That is insane. This double sets me. I land over here. Let's see how much juice he's got over here. 68. I'm not going to roll that yet. I don't think that's a good idea. 64 troops off cap here. I am going to hit this. Oh, shoot. I needed to put... that's fine. Actually, it's better It's better if I leave this one undefended, because if he sits next to it, then I've got the troops to look at him. That's a much harder spot to card block. So he can have this for free, but that is a mistake by me. It's funny that he knew that this one was open. That was a mistake. I didn't know how much he'd have off cap over here, and I figured that this was better to keep open or keep troops on, because it's a harder to card block spot. If I go over here on the left, the whole thing is harder to card block. Now he is worth 120, about 210. I'm about 60. By the end of this turn, I'll be about 60 higher. I don't have a trade-in. It's not very quick, so opens me up here. The question is, does he go for the breaks on these bonuses in the middle? Because I don't think he's intending to card block from what I can tell. Does he not? He doesn't hit. So he actually left me with 2 bonuses here. I get 21 troops. I want to leave the 130 open. So I'm going to play off of the 77 here. Let me actually put that there. We're just going to play off the 77. I'm going to take every other territory, basically. Because, again, I don't get the impression that this player is much of a card blocker. Worth a shot. Roll this 3 up. Probably best. Oh, and back down? Okay. Alright, worth a try. He needs to take cards, and I sit next to his cap, so I may as well just hit everything, honestly. Normally I wouldn't play this like this, but normally I would try to card block, but I think there's some benefit in just whittling him down to such a small spot and playing for my trade-in, which I do have now. Because he's not very quick. And he botted. Once I took the whole board, he just like, all right, I'm good. I thought yellow played a decent game. I think he's probably like an expert. But getting that purple, getting the white kill made me feel like safe. And then getting that purple kill into the red elimination. Red, I think, didn't realize, like, well, 80 troops off cap. 30 on. Red lives that there. I can't roll him if he doesn't have the 80 troops off cap. I had like, what, 220 maybe? I had about 220. And I'm not actually gonna roll that cap. I'm not gonna roll either of these caps. I'm just going to failed. Wow. I'll roll this one. I think it makes sense to roll this one, but... So yeah, that gaff of not placing the troops in the exact correct spot is not a big deal in hindsight. Got him down to about 120 troops. But basically, I don't actually think I went for red there. I was going to check the cap. I saw the 80 off. We had 33 on. It was like 86 off. It was basically like, all right, if he's not going to defend his cap, I might as well try to kill him. He's on 5 cards. Double trades me. And that yellow played a really, really strong early game. Good manipulation of the purple or the pink player. But the issue is that I got turn order lucky. Well, he fed me purple. The biggest issue was he fed me purple. That was his big mistake. Fed me purple on 3 cards for very, very cheap. Purple fed me white on 4 cards for also very, very cheap. So something to keep in mind as well. Let's go there. He's not here anymore, so I won't even bother with the GGs. And that is a win on Las Vegas. I told you guys this map, I think it's fun. I like it a lot. We had a slow start, but boy, did we boil this one up towards the end there. Really firing on all cylinders at the end of this game. Intermediate. All right, I gave him expert. So red was also intermediate. I easily could tell that those were the 2 strongest players in the lobby compared to my other 3 opponents. Beginner on pink and then novice on white and purple. And honestly, these guys just kept hitting each other too much. And when the trades come in and other players are playing a little bit more reserved, when you hit each other that much, you got to be looking out for the danger. Purple had the troops to kill white. He was just too slow, I think, is what the problem was. I thought he ended his turn early, but it is what it is. Shout out to yellow. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Luke Roberts, Wild Yoda, and Chronicles of a Hori have already subscribed to the channel. If you want to shout out like the 3 of them, all you got to do is subscribe. Make sure you have public subscriptions on, and I'll give you that shout out in an upcoming video. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.